And I'm back. I said I'd be back, and I meant it. I threatened you, and I carried out on that promise. Let me just... Ah! Why is my chat doc in OBS still connected to Issa's chat? There we go. Let me just turn the music down a little that I have running. And boundless possibilities. And we're gonna play Final Fantasy XIV some. I haven't played this in a good while. I don't think I've played it since like July or something like that of last year. And I don't remember like where I was with gearing things or in the raid series or any of that. I just remember I was had gotten bored. But I want to get in there, get caught up on the MSQ and start. I don't need the returner's bounty. I need not such trifles. I'll have food getting here shortly. But till then, I gotta remember how anything works in this game. What I was working on, any of it. Because I am looking at this and I'm like, couldn't tell you. Have no idea. No clue what's going on. But we'll figure it out. We'll get there eventually. So what do I remember as being important things to do? My free company didn't kick me, so that's always good. We weren't a very big free company, so I didn't really think they would. But I also don't really talk to them too much anymore. I haven't been in that Discord. I haven't talked to them in a while. I should maybe drop in there at some point and say hi to them. We're gonna go pick up our shit at Idleshire. And then we will, okay, Chloe Alipo. I need a new journal. Yes, trade in the bad, stinky journal that is no good because from a million years ago. What's on our roulette? Hell's Cure Extreme? The Seed of Sacrifice Extreme? Are those doable? Are those doable solo? And then we need to go to... Solution 9 for our raids. Who's in search of the past? In search of the past. In search of my ass. I don't know where it is. I lost it. I think... Is this... Oh wait, is this the MSQ? I don't want the MSQ right now. I just want... Feral Fandom. That's what I want to do. I want to go... get a... quest. A little questy quest. My ad break is starting. Bow, bow, bow. I'll wait for the ad break to be up before I actually commence the quest. But honestly, this is a quest that is fairly old at this point, I think. So, you know what? I'm not really gonna worry about. Spoilers. Kiana, I was hoping you'd drop by. There's something I wanted to share with you before heavyweight matches begin. Come on in. That's right. We were about to start the heavyweight tier of the raid. Yes. Perfect. I've asked Honey and the others to come as well. Before they arrive, let's have a quick refresher of the situation. Situation is they want to stack things against me. During your cruiserweight campaign, we managed to convince several fighters to retire from the ring, not least of all Retsara, who was already afflicted with psychosis. There was one who couldn't be persuaded, though. The Brute Bomber. Oh, I remember now. I remember the Brute Bomber. His whole, situation. I myself developed symptoms of psychonecrosis. Psychonecrosis. That's what it is. Duh. After, Eutrope ambushed us, I got a little carried away, using a feral soul to stop her. There was a glimmer of hope when Nauna discovered the existence of a cure, but it was dashed when the president took her and Eutrope hostage. He wouldn't allow us to deviate from his script. But in an unexpected turn, the president himself was aware of the cure, the drop of life, and he said he'd divulge its location if you could become grand champion. How did he learn all this? Where does he get his information? I've never met the man, so he's a complete mystery to me. That's why I wanted to gather everyone in order to form a better picture of who we're dealing with. We're dealing with a madman. Hello, my dears. We let ourselves in through the back. You never know who's watching after all. Hey, hey, what's the occasion? We having a retirement party or something? Mm, oh, okay. I'm confused. The music didn't automatically start playing the next one the first time. While he recruited me and Hector in person, all contact afterwards was via communicator. He'd speak solely about business, never private matters. Same with me. I'm afraid. Dancing Green, on the other hand, is well acquainted with man. After a fashion. The geezer has a love for the theatrical. What? Uh-oh, what's going on now? Okay. My food order did go through. It went through, and then it came back and was like, uh-oh, unauthorized. And I'm like, what? The geezer has a love for the theatrical. As a performer myself, we quickly hit it off, and often had debates about the best way to engage the audience. While I believe the key is making folks feel good, he insists that they need to feel a measure of discomfort. And that's the job of a heel. 'Tis when the loathsome are laid low that the audience knows the highest high. And the fighters burn brightest, he'd always say. That sort of poetic justice has appeal. I'll admit, for proof you need look no further than the frenetic crowds at the brute bomber's match. Whatever else the president may be, he's a damn good showman. Right, the president's personal life. All I know is he traces his ancestry to Lindblom. Lindblom? That's where the stimulant for the regeneration factor was apparently researched. Well, what do you know? Unfortunately, I never got the opportunity to hear more about his past. The last time I saw the old man was 3 years ago. 3 years ago. That would be around when Metum approached Honey. I wonder if something happened to the president that kept him from appearing in public. But with the limited knowledge we have, we can only speculate. So even between all of us, we hardly know anything about the president? Our play remains Kiana becoming grand champion. Only then will the president share the cure's whereabouts. And if he goes back on his word, we can threaten to reveal the truth about the immortalized to the public. If all else fails, then we do have that hand. But if we're to use it, we must first rescue Eutrope and Neuni. So as to not endanger them, the plan will need to be discreet and foolproof. And I could use everyone's help. Can I count on you all? I'm offended you thought you had to ask. Of course you can count on us. We'll save Yana's sisters and give that rotten president a piece of our minds. I got along with the old man well enough, but I had no idea about his shenanigans. Art and enlightenment shouldn't come at the cost of those who make it. Ain't that right, Sugar? Thank you all so much. With everyone's cooperation, we'll work to free my sisters, while Kiana continues her campaign to become Grand Champion. Together we'll carve a path through the heavyweight division. It seems we all have our task. The rest of us will begin exploring to rescue the girls at once. And then we talk to the character again. So, there's about to be an Arcadian broadcast. It's a regular program intended for fans, so it might not help much with your preparation, but it couldn't hurt to give it a watch. Wah. it's Mr. Man. Fans of the fight and connoisseurs of combat, I bid you welcome to another edition of the Arcadian Hour. For today's special guest, we have the heavyweight fighter who shall soon face the unenhanced upstart Kiana in the ring. Wanna girly pop. The devilishly divine dominatrix Vamp Fatale. He's hottie. As indicated by her appellation, Kiana has climbed her way up the ranks without the use of a feral soul. Should this upstart rise to become Grand Champion, they would be able to do as they please with the Arcadian Soul Repository, and it seems they intend to release all the souls. This would fundamentally alter the Arcadian, leaving it a championship of unenhanced fighters. What are your thoughts on this? Don't make me laugh. The upstart would only bore us to death. Our fans crave spectacular battles that will blow them away, and you simply can't get that without feral soul. So saith the lady. But what do you, the people, actually think? We hit the streets to find out. Fight without feral souls? What'd even be the point? This is the Arcadian we're talking about. If I can't watch a muscular woman imbued with a beast's soul squeeze the life out of her enemies like she's making juice, I'm not interested. Dude's got a point. Dude got a point. The unenhanced warrior? Such a novelty. I reckon they're to drum up excitement for the championship. It was interesting at first, I'll admit, but the act has gotten old and everyone's had enough of it. I know I have. Frankly, despite the upstart, she forced the Howling Blade to retire with that outrageous wager. For one thing, we don't need some outsider barging in and running roughshod over our traditions. Leave the Arcadian alone, you hear me? Leave the Arcadian alone. Wa-na-na-na-na. See? No one wants her pathetic excuse for entertainment. Huh, that's odd. There should have been some interviewees who supported Kiana as well. Oh no. Poor Metam. Or perhaps not. Mommy? Mommy. You're next, darling. You've been a naughty, naughty girl. And I'm going to give you the punishment you deserve. Le gasp. Damn them. They clearly only showed the interviews that serve the president's agenda. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm just here. I'm sorry you had to see that, Kiana. No, it's okay. But you have plenty of supporters out there. That's the honest truth. Forgive our sudden intrusion, but after the broadcast just now, we simply couldn't sit still. You're my hero, miss. I'll keep cheering you on, so please don't give up. There are many of us who feel the same. We believe in you, and we wanted you to know that. I get nervous whenever I watch you fight, but at the same time, I'm inspired, given courage. I don't get that from fighters who use feral souls. That's right. And don't forget, souls weren't even used in the Arcadian in the beginning. I bet the other fighters could also put on a thrilling show without enhancing themselves. Battles with feral souls are a spectacle. There's no denying that. But by the same token, it feels artificial. Your fights, on the other hand, are as real as it gets, and it fires me up like nothing else. So keep your head held high, and keep fighting the good fight in the heavyweight division. It's my little fan club. A little fan cult. And then the one that looked weird in particular. Oh no. Please, please let me join your gym. I want to be a fighter just like Kiana. Well now, we'd be glad to have such an enthusiastic trainee. I must warn you though, that the training isn't easy. Why don't you come back with your parents for a tour first? Yeah, you child. Go home, get your participation... Not participation slip. Your, permission slip. Signed by mommy and daddy, and then you can come fight to the death. See? You have quite the following. Even if there aren't any more feral souls, it doesn't spell the end of the Arcadian. Many people admire and support you, and it's for them as well that you fight. Once I'm cured, I'd love to come out of retirement and fight unenhanced myself, and I believe the others feel the same. Our implant is ringing. Is that so? Alright, we'll be there. This is it, Kiana. The heavyweight matches are beginning. Metim's asked us to meet him at the green room, as usual. Haha. Ha. Yeah. I am so... sleepy tonight. I hope I get a second wind after I eat, but it is likely to just make me more tired. Make me more sleepy. Wow. Gone. Blink gone. Okay. I will be right back. I have to go grab my food, and then will be back. That was a little redundant. Blink gone, blinking gone. Jesus, the bots are attacking my channel tonight. Okay, I'm thinking. It's gonna be too hard to eat my food and play the game at the same time. So I'm thinking maybe what I do is we can pull up a YouTube video of some sort and have a little swap to just chatting category for a little bit and just have a little bit of a chill. Hi, Dar. Hi. I am. My food just got here, so I am going to put myself in just chatting and pull up some sort of YouTube video or something to watch while I eat. And then when I'm done eating, I'll get back to Final Fantasy. What I did see. I poke head in while a friend is grabbing food. Then I'll be disappearing. Yeah, I know you and Arachne are doing something right now. So all good, all good. I understand. Archipelago, yeah. Both killing gods. Yeah. I totally get it. So feel free to pop out when you need to. I just appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. Um, what do we have that's worth watching right now? Anything? Anything on my YouTube recommended that's actually worth watching? So much of it is just stupid drama content that I don't care about. And I so don't want to watch that while I'm eating. I say it's dumb content that I don't care about, but at the same time, I do watch the videos, which is why they get recommended to me. Mm, we want to watch Frankie Faye. Frankie Faye is fun. He's fun. I gotta get to where is ah hi Ducky, hello, how you doing? I'm watching a video while I eat my dinner. It's about the crazy weird art of DeviantArt. Thanks for giving Ducky the shout out, Shark. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Although her okay, yeah, that's great. She used to make some videos that like were even more wild, and got kind of into like kink and fetish art territory, but then YouTube kept like demonetizing shit. And so she was like, I'm just not, I'm going to do one more video and then I'm done doing that kind of stuff. And we're going to stick to less, uh, overtly sexual stuff. But I find her videos interesting because I like to hear about like the history of like different memes online and just different like viral pieces of art and stuff. And that's the kind of shit she goes into. Mm, I remember that one. One dark and edgy evening. Because every creepypasta story is always like the most edgy shit. Wait. That was an actual episode of SpongeBob? It's like, hey, Mr. Krabs makes uh Plankton suicidal, and then he goes and tries to kill himself. That's the plot of the episode. Ba-na-ba-ba-ba-na. We're a kids show. Mm. Oh god. Okay. This one here, I don't know about this specific image, but it does remind me of a situation that just happened recently of a pretty I go now have fun in okay, bye bye dark. Um of like an OG YouTuber, pretty big, um content creator, Jesse Cox, who went to who he thought was a reputable fursuit maker to let me see if I can get images. Uh because he wanted to cosplay a character from Final Fantasy 14. And why? Oh shit. Uh, it won't let me bring up the images. Um, no, I'm trying to find. I'm sure you can find them out there. They're not too hard to find. But basically, it was like he got sent. First off, it was an account that was being had several bot accounts like funneling people to it. So what they would do is they would like target creators that like don't really know about like making fursuits and stuff, and like who you would go to, and they uh those creators would like sometimes go to their communities and be like, hey guys, I just, I'm looking for this sort of thing. Does anybody have any recommendations? Just let me know. Well, that's what Jesse Cox did. And he got like three legit looking responses, all recommending the same person who had a like Instagram page and stuff that looked legit for it. And so he went ahead and commissioned them to make the fursuit for this character that he was supposed to cosplay. They end up sending him an AI image for the mock-up of like the head of the fursuit. He doesn't clock that it's an AI image right away. He's like, upon further investigation later, once people pointed it out to me, it's obviously AI. But he was like, at first glance, I didn't catch it. I was just like, oh yeah, that looks good. That looks like the character. Yeah. Um, and then he finally gets images of what's supposed to be the completed fursuit of a squirrel character. The head is like a canine, a wolf, or a dog. The tail is like dog or wolf like. So it doesn't look like a squirrel at all. Not the right color. Nothing about this fursuit is right. And so then he didn't end up getting to do like the cosplay Final Fantasy Fan Fest that he was gonna do because him and this other streamer, he was gonna dress as the one character, and she was gonna dress as another one because people kept saying that she looked like that streamer looked like that character in the game, and Jesse's like, yeah, I would cosplay in a fursuit to do the cosplay with you. And so she's like, people like that shitty thing to do. There's not really I mean, obviously that's the obvious conclusion to draw. But it just seeing this image just reminded me of that. Yep. Not from a crime scene. I hate everything about that. So, technically, by definition, it is a fursuit. This one, he was like, nah, that one doesn't make my bulge look flattering. Oh, God. Waifu hostage negotiation. Mm. From the worst game in the Star Fox series. Well, the most different game in the Star Fox series. And so, to some people, that means worst. Nope. My hot take, we maybe shouldn't have ever gotten obsessed with like labeling things as cringe, because hey, guess what? Everyone's kind of cringe in their own way. Everything is cringe. Everything is like uncool to somebody. So, like, I feel like it only should count if if it ends up uh being applied to like a lolcow. And that was the worst fate ever. No, I have seen this many a time, and I don't love it. I don't like it. Yeah, that was a thing. It was a thing. I, you know, I think it's interesting that I grew up with the internet. Um, you know, I've seen the evolution of various memes and stuff, meme formats, and I think it's an interesting like thing to study and talk about as like she this is a silly video, uh, but in a way she is doing the same work as like anthropologists that like look at the art history of a certain culture and stuff. Like she's just looking at like the alt art history and the evolution of art and memes and internet culture and stuff. And sometimes she'll delve into like the meme formats and stuff that were popular in like different countries like Japan or European countries and stuff. And not just like America or Canada and like this sort of area. Um, 2022, when we used to play around with the AI because it was bad, obviously bad, and we all like laughed at it and we're like, ha ha ha, this is never gonna replace people. And then it improved way too fast. And they just stole his art. That wasn't long enough. I'm still eating. Um, um, now what do I listen to? Now what do I talk about? Death Row. Don't really want to watch true crime stuff, especially not while I'm eating. What about I made a rat costume and now it's your problem? Okay. It's a hot rat. Mm-mm. Yes. Don't you want to see me? Don't you want to see me do it? And therefore, I had to share that somewhere. This video somewhere. Just because rats are a part of the community. Mm. Fair. Fair. Okay. Good. Look at that girthy fur. That's some linen. Mm. What the fuck? What? I sponsored this video? I don't remember that. Well, I'm not a subscriber. And I saw your hot rat video. So, I think people are doing their job. Ooh, that looks good. Mm, 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 mm. Belly pooch? Not a pouch, a belly pooch. Wow. I'm getting full. I think I'm gonna have a burrito left over. Okay. Outfit is person. You are. This feel the way she like plans out this, like as she goes, feels in my mind how things go when I try and plan things out in my like head and like figuring out like, oh, okay, I need to prep all these things, and okay, then if I do have all that stuff prepped, then I'll be all good, and then I'll get into it and I'll be like, oh no, I didn't think about this issue. I need to think up a solution to this issue on the fly. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna wing it. Tail nubbins. Are you not entertained? Mm, interesting. See, even though I will never make a costume, well, probably. I'll probably never make a costume myself. Never, like, really sew and stuff. I do find watching stuff like this fascinating. Like, I just like watching any creative person work and, like, listen to them talk about how their brain works and the process, like, works, how their creative process works for creating something. And as long as they make something cool in the end, I love it. Ooh. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna take my garbage downstairs. Um, I'll leave the video going while I take my garbage down. And I have some left over for myself for tomorrow. Hmm. And then I'll be back and we'll do some Final Fantasy 14 raiding and stuff and till I get tired and then we'll end stream. That's kind of the plan. That's the itinerary. Okay. Where do we get to the point where she has the full costume? All the way here. Hot wrap. That's wild. That's insane. It's cursed. It's cursed, but she also killed it. She killed it. Okay. We're gonna put some music back on. Oh, you never thought that I'll fit in. So, and own it. Don't waste my time on a lie. If you want me, come and surprise me. Why swing for the light? They're often a tired of waiting. Fast I've just gotten slow. The door and brought the mic back, counting down the seconds to the time of my life. So they're up with the hell in the ring. I don't want another reason to leave, baby. Back to back, life is fly fast, so fast. We're coming till the end. Luckin'. You luckin'. You can do anything. Arc upon an unlit sky. A bitter little bruised reminder. The time I didn't take that blow. Let's end it so I don't stay so low. I find it on so bare. Only to fight so fairly. Funny bout. I was up until you spit your teeth out. Don't waste my time, just put up a fight. We're up to the side of waiting. Get you something you don't already know. Gotten slow. Hit record and burn out the mic. Cause drowning down the seconds of the time of my life. So I'm sorry, but it was the president's orders. It was all I could do to drop a hint that there were other options, other opinions. The mass retirement in the cruiserweight division has left the president feeling threatened. Whatever he may have said before, he's eager to be rid of you. On that matter, it's no use trying to convince the heavyweight fighters to quit. They've all been informed about the psychonecrosis and choose to continue fighting of their own volition. That's because they've been told that if they can defeat you, they would be able to use your soul to cure their affliction. That bastard and his low tricks. Victory is our only way through this. So what anger you have I suggest you channel into that into the ring, as you did before. I have no doubt that you will make your mark in the heavyweight division as well. You want directed? Uh, just when I think I've seen. Just when I think I've seen it all with the president, he comes up with another underhanded move. If what Metem says is true, we've little hope of convincing your opponents to quit. There's nothing for it but to stay the course, then. While you fight to become Grand Champion, we trust in others to rescue my sisters. If we can get the drop of life's whereabouts from the president in the end, we'll be able to save everyone. Right then, let's take a look at your first heavyweight opponent. Who we up against? That's right. Dummy Mummy. Femme Fatale, whom you had the displeasure of seeing in the broadcast earlier. She's a fiendish fighter who harnesses the soul of the Desmodont, a giant bat whose power allows her to suck the life out of her opponents. Her biggest claim to infamy, though, is the fact that she's a sadist. Inflicting pain brings her pleasure, and her ring is filled with apparatuses for that purpose. Mind your surroundings out there, or you'll become her plaything. Well, actually, we're not gonna play music anymore. This is why I didn't recognize this song when I heard um Iron Mouse's cover of it from FanFest. Because it's from the next boss fight that I didn't do yet. Give Vamp Fatale what for and claim your first heavyweight victory. You got it. AAC Heavyweight M1 now accessible. Bow, 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 now. I don't have a high enough item level. Oh no. Well, let's do the cruiserweight ones, I guess. I am excited in the new expansion. They are making it so that your item level and stuff on your gear will transfer somehow like it's gonna transfer between classes even if they aren't like from a tank to a DPS or from a DPS to a healer or things like that, so that you're not having to grind as many sets of gear. Um, unless you specifically want the glam. I just don't know entirely how it works because I don't think they've entirely explained how it works yet. Ba, ba, ba. I'll summon up my retainers. See what they're doing here. Thimbleton. Reassign. Assign. Anime cat grill. Four, three, four, eight. Cloud Striff. Because you can't name your retainers after Final Fantasy characters. It won't let you. Hugginsworth. Tifa with two E's. Mm, 587. Sell items from my inventory on the market. There we go. Compare the prices. Yeah, we'll do 74 on that. Lost Star Quartz ain't worth shit. Tomato. 299 a piece. Poison frog secretions. $199 on the side. And $299 on that. And none of what is? Don't think that's worth anything now. Um. Yeah. 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 Gotta take on the Howling Blade. I don't remember the rotation for Pictomancer or the fight. So that's good. That's a good sign, I would say. Oh, oh. Come on. Come on. Stop watching the cutscene. I wanna fight.
Let's begin, shall we?
Oh, Matt Mercer.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Cleave! I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Ow.
Oh no! They couldn't avoid that one.
Damn. Yeah, I don't remember this fight at all. Probably did this fight maybe twice.
They're back on their feet.
Before.
Let's see if they can stay standing.
I do like toying with my prey.
Ow. Oh.
Can you fend off a pack of wolves?
And oop.
Fly true! The earth is mine to command!
I just want to be able to cast my skill.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Wolf of Stone and Wolf of Wind. This is a GPS check. And we did it easy.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stabbed. How delightful!
No!
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from? He's put the Colossus to the sword. Must have hurt, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Log of pages. Pharmacy. Fuck.
You're mine!
Da 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 da.
Pack of wolves!
Da 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 na na. Ba na 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 na. Damn.
The challenger, rise it again! Can we turn this around?
No. Log of pages. Hammer motif. Breaking news. Hammer back. Polishing hammer. Shit. Okay, I need to. Come on. Retribution of Medina. There we go.
It's all over.
Let's
Until
see,
next
what
time.
do we got for our loot? I guess we'll need on the glasses. What do I still need? for the pants and top are like. Let's try the. And the. What? I did apple. I did apple for my first time back. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Stone. Arcadian relic. Cruiserweight gear. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Nope. There, I'll make here, please. Cruiserweight and oh, this is the yeah. Da 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 ba da ba 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 da. Na 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 na. It's my baby girl. My baby girl came back. Hi, honey girl. Hi, pupper.
To take it outside, the brute abominator means business. Will the unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this chimerical foe? My word. He's used his fetal powers to manifest a weapon.
That was dumb.
Oh, a brutal blow! But the contender is standing fine.
Rainbow drip. Rainbow drip.
dear! Fiendish flora have sprouted from the scattered seeds! Oh my! Even the cameras have been petrified, and now they're crashing down all around!
I'm gonna die, I think. Oh. This is bad.
We should just rival flying! What fearsome strength!
Jesus Christ.
Goodness
That's
me,
another
the
3
Abominator
bots.
is hanging on the building!
All the bots just want to invade my stream tonight.
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Banana.
He's bounding from wall to wall!
Hi, honey. Mama, oh, cool. Thanks for lining up with me and making sure that I took extra damage.
The rooftop is
Black
caved in.
Mage.
Such devastation!
Such devastation.
We'll send cameras in there at
It
once!
was not my intention.
The destruction appears to have started a fire! Alive! The brute bomber must still be in there somewhere! A punishing attack! Or the true power of this monstrous fusion!
Hi, baby. I see you.
What a thrilling battle this! And it rages on! The Challenger's down! Is this the end?
I die. Whoa. Hammer motif. Breaking news. Hammer stand. Hammer brush. Polishing hammer. Hammer motif. Breaking news. Hammer stand. Hammer brush. Polishing hammer.
Oh no! That was too much for the Challenger!
Oh, I was looking away from that. Well, pay attention! Palm motif. Palm wing motif. Wing Log of Ages. Claw motif. We'll give it to Toto
It's all
Bento.
over. Until next time.
Okay. I gotta wait for my reward. Nice, I can get the coat now. Ba 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 na 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 na. Exchange for the coat. Upgrade. Equip it. Update the gear set. What else do I got? Glove. Got one pant. No, actually, I think I can do... M4 a bunch. Like, just keep spamming it. So I think after... this point... I think after this point it's pretty much I should be able to get weapon if I get one more saber. That's what we know. Heavyweight, okay. I think any of these. This is the only problem I have right now, is it's like there's not much I want to do while I'm waiting to do raids. Na 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 na. You're heading to the back room? The back room. Uruja has told me all. We've previously tried to track down records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. Here are the notes I have. Ah, so you spoke with quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all our findings and see what conclusions we might draw. So, Sorolja brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yaslani, among whom was a female Mamuja. His mission was to rid the region of Tyrol Vidral. And I believe it's safe to say blah blah blah. Let's fight the wolf again. Ba-na na 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 na. Ba-na na 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 na. Come on. Come on. I want to fight him. I want to fight him. Let me at him. Okay. Who are we waiting on here?
Let's begin, shall we?
Yep.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Queen! I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. Oh no! They couldn't avoid that one. A stylish evasion, well done.
I do like toying with my prey.
Damn.
Can you fend off a pack of wolves?
Da, da, na, 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 na.
Fly true! The earth is mine to command!
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Momoty.
Share my biting wits.
Na-na-na. She.
Still you stand. How delightful.
Out. Fuck. I saw it coming a second too late.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Where did that colossal thing come from? They put the Colossus to the sword.
Ah.
That must have hurt. But they're not out of the fight yet.
God damn it. I'm just like, I think I'm a little too tired tonight, and I'm like not executing.
A pack of wolves!
That, and I haven't played in months, so I'm just out of practice. Like, I can't get the figure out the angle that I used to like having. Okay.
Try this!
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
I'm just failing. I'm failing miserably.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
I don't want to stack with that. I suck at this. After this one, I might do one other, like do some quick things to fill up our Northwest journal. Hey.
It's all over. Until next time.
Strategy board sharing. Don't patronize me. I mean, yeah, I really did bad that time. But, like, that's kind of rude. Look, Pim. I know it's our job. Help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's lost cause. Look. Look. I tried. I did a bad job, okay? I still got two frickin' things. Commendations. That was rude. You know, I remember when this was Final Fantasy XIV was the wholesome community. It was the community of that like was like, oh yeah, they'll always help out new players and blah blah blah. And now it's like the Final Fantasy XIV community is kind of assholes. Sometimes. Like, we could just, you know, you don't need to point out to me that I was doing bad. Let's get... This doesn't really matter, any piece of jewelry. No. No. I'm confused. Oh, here we go. And then I would need... total 500. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. I can wear glasses now. Let's see what we got here that we can do. Uh, Go up, we will do unrestricted party. And then we go to Shadowbringers. I think. What was the one that I... Need of sacrifice extreme. Oh no, wait, those are triumph. That's why. Triumph. Shadowbringers. Yes. Need of sacrifice extreme. Let's see if I can just do it solo. Hopefully. Hopefully I got enough. Yeah.
This battle shall be our last.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well, that immediately didn't go well.
This battle shall be our last.
Yeah, I don't think this one will be able to do. It's got that. I mean, I might be able to, but I don't know how. I would have to look up like a specific strategy. Ow. So let's try instead. Is this one a storm dead? What is Hell's? Was that a Heaven's Ward? No. Don't see. Hell's here. Spring. Hmm. Maybe I never unlocked that one. Minstrel's Ballad, Thorin's Reign. Alexander the Creator. And Dungeons. Ugh. Minstrel's Ballad, Thorin's Reign. Maybe? I might not be able to do any of the ones that I need to do. Okay. Oh, Ascalon, journey deep, blah blah blah. Seraphim. General. Oof. Knights of the Round. The King and Die. Heaven's Ward, Helm Fragment. One of 9. To Alexander the Creator Knight. This is Raid in Heaven's Ward. Let's do Heart of the Creator. Up on the rails. I'm super excited that there's gonna be an Evangelion raid series. I don't know, it's still unclear to me because they announced it as Final Fantasy XIV Cross Evangelion. And that the raid series is being designed by the creator of Evangelion. But they didn't really make it clear whether that means the actual raids are going to be themed like Evangelion, or if they're just going to be made by the, like, designed by the creator of Evangelion. And I think that's an important distinction to make. Let's go find a merchant mender. Sell these. We don't want to sell our booze. Draw the weapon, please. Your selection. I think it's levels 1 to 49, 70 and 80, 90 and 100. Okay. So quite frankly, doesn't matter. Worm Veil. You've entered the duty with an unrestricted party. Your brain is going to explode. Da, 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 da. I wonder, just like how early on in Final Fantasy XIV we had death that we no longer have and never will again. I wonder why they stopped using like pink rarity for gear and started doing only green, blue, and expansions outside of the base of Realm Reborn. And then there's like gray. That's the chunk shit. Death. Jacket. Tomorrow night, the time, I think 7, yeah, 7 p.m. We've got a Repo collab with some of the ladies from the Hearts for Women's Healthcare Discord. We will be, I think we're doing modded Repo, but I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But we will, we'll be playing some Repo tomorrow night. And then Sunday night we will be doing, some Lethal Company with, a different set of ladies, but, some of the same ones, some not, and Monday night will just be a solo stream, probably. I don't know what we'll be playing, probably just whatever. I feel like whatever floats my boat on that day. I do have a schedule worked out, like a regular schedule for streaming, that I'm gonna start sticking to more closely. Once the month of May is over. But it'll be basically, we'll stream, typically it'll be Monday nights at 8 p.m. EST. Wednesdays, the time will vary on the Wednesday streams just because Arachne and stuff, and me and Arachne, sometimes we have therapy and stuff, and we don't, so it doesn't always. Well, Arachne usually has therapy on Tuesday. I sometimes have therapy on Wednesday, so we have to sometimes move the time around a little bit on that. But we'll probably usually be around like noon, 1 p.m. on Wednesdays, Eastern Standard Time, and then we will do that's Wednesdays. Thursdays will be an off day. No, Thursdays. Wait. Brain. Enhance. Mondays. Stream. Tuesdays will be off. Wednesdays will be a stream. Thursdays will be a stream at 8 p.m. EST. Fridays will be an off day. Saturdays, it will be every other Saturday at 8 p.m. EST. Nix and I will do date everything until we're done with that, and then switch to something else. And then we will hit Sundays, which will be 1 p.m. EST usually for an art stream. So that's gonna be the like regular weekly schedule I'm kind of aiming for. Because that'll give me two or 3 days completely off stream every week. With probably some exceptions if I have to switch things around because of schedules for like collabs or something, but I will try to avoid doing that as much as possible, just because I want to get like a more regular routine down. But unfortunately, you never know. You just never know what, what'll happen, what opportunities might come our way, what opportunities we won't want to pass up. Um, in the future, so but I have been thinking about that because I know I tend to be kind of sporadic with when I stream, and that's not great for consistency and people like want to come back and watch regularly. Um, I do think let's see. Do you think I'm gonna end stream here? And just kind of relax for the rest of the night. We're not gonna bother rating anyone because we don't really have viewers currently. But that's okay. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. EST, repo charity repo stream. Uh, more new peeps to meet. That's probably going to be a much more hectic situation, but you know what? I'm here for it. I'm ready. I'm down. I can't wait.